Join us every Sunday for an episode of the Digital Business Forum
at 2 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. MST, 5 p.m. EST, and 10 p.m. GMT.
This forum will feature successful, experienced digital business owners with inspiring information to help you make that informed decision about starting your own digital business. By starting your own online business, you will have more free time to take control of your life, create generational wealth, retire early, and make money from anywhere in the world with just your laptop, phone, and internet. If this resonates with you, don't miss this Sunday. Digital Business Forum. Be informed, be inspired.
Welcome once again to this episode of the Digital Business Forum. Be informed and be inspired. We come here every Sunday, 2 p.m. PST, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And for our people in Europe, we do 10 p.m. Is that 10 a.m.? 10 p.m.?
Yeah, p.m.
10 p.m. GMT. You're welcome once again. My name's David. I'm an advisor on cybersecurity and digital business here in the US. We do have a guest tonight, Preeja. Nice to have you here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she has just but the best of the best to say tonight. So wherever you are, grab yourself a paper and a pen, a cup of coffee, or whatever it is that you can find, join us for this episode. We do have Dorothy, my co-host. I'll give you an opportunity, Dorothy, to introduce yourself to our people that are watching us for the very first time. Dorothy.
All right. Thank you so much, David. Hi, everybody. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are watching us from. If it is your first time to see me, my name is Dorothy Nakalema, and I'm from Uganda, currently in the United States, and a proud digital business coach, a mother. Yeah, that's a little bit about me. And back to you, David.
Thanks, Dorothy, for that brief introduction. And now our guest, Preeja.
Hi, thank you, David, and thank you, Dorothy, for such a great opportunity. And I'm very pleased to share my journey and the experience of as a digital business coach with you guys. So my name is Preeja Sunil. I am talking from USA, Texas. So if I say myself, as Dorothy said, I'm a proud digital business coach by passion. But by profession, I am an RN. I am still working full time. And I'm mom of three, basically from India. And I started this business just 1 year and 10 months before. So it is a pleasure night. As David said, take some coffee and take some water, and we will have some fun chat.
All right. Thank you so much for that brief introduction, Preeja. I hope the weather is treating you good down there in Texas. Here, things are beginning to cool down, So, yeah, the last time I was in Texas, I had a wonderful time. Only that it was in the summer and, that humidity. That's all I can. I don't know how the cold weather looks like down there. I hope you're enjoying it. Yes, I do have something that I would like our people out there to take great interest in, and that's taking advantage of the digital space for business. Okay, a lot of people use their mobile phones and their laptops, of course, for work, but at the same time, social media has taken over. Everybody is looking at their phones, and not many people know that they can actually turn that time into productive into productive time for business to actually make a living. Okay, so whenever we come here and talk about you starting your own online business or taking advantage of the digital technologies, leveraging that for business, there's never been a better time. Okay, we were talking yesterday on phone. We something is happening. We have a government shutdown. Okay, and a lot of people are losing their jobs. People are losing jobs, but besides the people that are losing jobs, I heard Amazon was laying off so many people. But then again, we have this government shutdown and people are getting affected. The last time we really had something that shook the table was COVID.
COVID, yeah.
Okay, COVID. So what does that tell you? That tells you that you can't really rely on that job. We have this job, but you can't really rely on these jobs. You need something on the side that you can have control over, or some kind of a safety net. So whenever we come out here and talk about digital business, we've been doing this for years now. We come here every Sunday, dedicated to talk and inspire and inform and highlight digital business. It is about that time that people start listening and do something for themselves. We have you here tonight, Preeja. It's such a pleasure. And I hope that with your people, with your experience, the people that are going to watch this episode can really take a leaf and not just for what it is, a time we spend out here just to talk about business, but to actually take action and do something of these shows that we bring out here. So, Preeja, without wasting so much time, I'd like to, kind of peek into what it was like for you going into digital business. So, what really motivated you into going digital and starting an online business? Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you for the opportunity. Really, that is the truth. When we came to a country, especially when we are migrating the country and we have a job, we always feel we are very comfortable on that job. And we know, as if in my story, I came to US as an RN and I am an RN for the last 22 years. So I know how to do RN and I'm very comfortable to do that. So that was the same story for me. When I came to US, I am an RN, I am very comfortable. I have job, I have income. RN salary is not bad in the US. Everything is good. When I came to US 2020, after just 1 month COVID hit, COVID started. So 2 years, it was the struggle with the COVID. But by honestly, at the time of the COVID, we get good income because most of the overtimes we are getting double pay, triple pay. So the paycheck looks exactly very, very good at that time. The work is very stressful. Every day we came to the home with a lot of stress. Can we spread this pandemic to the home? So our families, how safe they are, everything is good, but the pay is very safe. So I was very comfortable on that. And after 2 years, I bought a house. Everybody wants to buy a house. So I bought a house. Then I realized now this overtime is not a choice for me. It is a must. I couldn't able to live a single paycheck without overtimes. So I'm working 3 days and I'm doing overtime 1 to 2 days. So 1 year, I didn't feel that much bad. I think, okay, it's okay. I can do overtimes. And I think every nurses in the US, they are thinking that is very normal. Everybody is doing overtime. They are only working 3 days. Then why they couldn't able to do overtimes? So I also think like that. Okay, I can do overtimes. After 1 year, I'm a mom of three. So I have teenager and preteen kids. So I don't have single time to spend with the kids. After doing all the overtimes, I'm so tired. Whenever I came to the home, I'm super, super tired. At that time, I heard about this digital business. Just like, there is a lot of advertisements, some live interviews, but I would never check it on what is inside.
Right.
But everybody is saying that something you can do from your home, something you can do from your work comfort, you don't need to be spend a special time. Then I get little, okay, so maybe I can also try. So David said one thing, we are spending a lot of time scrolling online. We are watching Facebook, we are watching YouTube, Reels, we are spending a lot of time. I think, then why couldn't able to? The main attraction of my online business when I came here, I can do on my own pace. There is no target for this business. It is my business. I can do on my pace. So I think, okay, I can just check out. That's why I check out. When I see this platform, I really, really wondered. On that day, I realized It was a myth for me. I think only the health professionals are making a good amount of money in US. When I came to this platform, no, Preeja, you are so really wrong. You are working so hard, but you couldn't able to scale your income.
Right.
You have only one fixed income. Whatever overtimes you do, you can make this much. There is not too much scaling. If you want to scale, you have to do something differently.
Right.
So that is why I choose this platform. And I said, there is no target and it's my own pace. If I go for vacation, I can take my laptop or phone. My business is with me. I don't need any physical space. And also, it is scalable business. It is your wish. You can decide how much you want to earn.
Mm-hmm.
It is your decision. So that scalability attract me very well. So that was the thing. That was a turning point. I realized, okay, I need something to reduce my overtimes, to stop my overtimes. I just came to stop my overtimes, but now I'm planning to replace the job. So
Oh,
that's the power of this business. Okay, David, that is why I came to this platform and I met all of these beautiful people in our community.
wow. Thank you so much, Praja, for sharing what that was like for you. Okay. This might sound like the same question I've asked several times, but one thing I want you to realize that everybody that comes here has a, a different answer to the same question. Why? Because everybody's journey is different. The people that are motivated or that pushed into a corner and then they start the business or they go into this. And that's, why we do what we do is because we don't want you to first go into that kind of a position to be in a corner, then you start. Because a lot of people that have started and let me throw this out there. For instance, if you've lost a job, this can really be challenging. Okay, it can really come with these challenges because you're now one in survival mode and you want to start a side hustle in survival mode. It can be quite a challenge. um Project, you said things moved really well for you, really things moved well for you because in a very short time you were able to buy a house. Very nice. You came with you're a professional, you're an RN. You came with that with skills. Okay, you are blessed. I was as blessed as you are. I came with a skill. I've been in technology for 20, 25 years. It's all I know how to do. If you ask me, when I wake up in the morning, that's how I think, that's how I move. I breathe and eat. So I breathe and eat technology. So when I came out here, start with survival jobs, obviously, that's how it goes. But then I got myself into corporate and started working a corporate job in technology. Okay, things were rosy, things were nice. But again, like you say, it doesn't take long before you realize that, especially if you're coming from a background of business, of course, you'll be pushed out of employment easily because you can
Do
do
better.
better. You can do better when you're out there as an entrepreneur. Of course, but you need to learn. You need to know how things move and how things work. So you have to find your way into that kind of a place. So we might have the same kind of background that we came with skills, but again, what pushed us is different. Okay,
Yeah.
you for instance are an RN and you were practicing back home, and you came here, you found yourself back in the same profession. Very lucky lady, because that happened really fast. And you came in at a time where the world had a big challenge. Health workers were needed badly. Okay, because people were losing lives, and to risk your life to go and save other people's lives, kudos to that. You guys did a great job during that time. But again, it was pain. Then guess what? We normalized. Okay, bought a house, like you said, things went back to normal. But then again, you realize one thing: those devils now, or that extra hour you were putting in, had to kind of become a permanent thing in your life because now you have responsibilities. You have a house, you have mortgages, you have all these things that have come. Life has moved, but then again, it has come with responsibilities attached to it. And then you realize you're in a place where you're working so hard that then you don't enjoy the very benefit of the things that you think, of the, the development, all these things that good that have happened in your life, and then you find yourself back in that cycle. Lucky for you, or good for you, you then start realizing, you know what, I need to find something outside of employment, something where I have to people those that you are able to find. I'm going to give Dorothy an opportunity to highlight, comment, or say something about this before Dorothy can go on and ask you a question if she has any. But thank you for sharing that bit. And Dorothy.
All right. Thank you so much, David. And thank you so much for our guest for that submission. Actually, when you spoke about COVID, I think the shutdown, it should be another, lockdown for employees out there. I think this time around, it doesn't matter, like, even if somebody's from, an employee from the government. But so if really this happened, the government shut down, it's kind of a wake up call for every employee out there. At the end of the day, what assurance do you have as a private person, like who is working for a private company, that this can't happen, right? If it can really happen to such big organization, and some people, they don't know when they're going to be reported. And I think this is the longest shutdown for the US. It's 30 days, 31 days. We are now going in the second month. It has never happened, right? I think the first one we had, it was around, was it 2018, if I'm not mistaken? So, but when it comes to the COVID-19, I just remember that when COVID came and you're a parent, this is where some of us, like me, reached on an extent of leaving our jobs forcefully without even firing you, but then you need to leave it because you can't work with a child at a workplace. This is where daycares are closed. Babysitters are afraid to take kids. They're afraid of COVID, like, our guest spoke earlier. And I think this is another a wake-up call for everybody out there.
Yeah. Dorothy, just maybe to correct you, I think the last one was between 2018 and 2019. It lasted 35. Yeah, it lasted 35 days.
35 days, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that. But yeah, I remember that it was, this is going to be the second one. But at least last time they used to give an update. But as we speak today, 30 days, no update. If somebody is going to, come back to their regular job, right? So, and the overtimes, you spoke about overtime. I remember when the day I first worked in the US overtime, that is the day I discovered everything, that the more you earn is the more you're going to be paid taxes. You're going to be charged taxes. And I believe it's everybody. It's what is happening. So I'm like, okay, I worked overtime to earn more. How comes that I earn even less? What's the technique here? What's going on? I remember I called even the HR. I'm like, okay, I worked 16 hours. Let us be real here. My paycheck is good. Log into the system and calculated everything, and it's like, you see this one, this percentage goes to this percentage goes to the tax, this percentage. I'm like, wait a second, how comes all I made, almost the big percentage, goes back to the taxes? Are you punishing me to work overtime? And I'm like, okay, since then I'm like, me and overtime, no way. So I just need to look for a solution on how I can multiply the money. If it's 1 hour, how can I multiply $50 to become $80 within that same hour without overtime? That's how I started to think. So thank you so much for actually putting that submission out there. And let's understand a little bit, there's a lot of things going on as we speak, when it comes to digital entrepreneur, and that is sometimes out of our control, right? There's a lot of scam businesses out there, and there are real businesses out there, because at the end of the day, scam businesses are coming out of, they're duplicating it from real business, right? That's why some people, most especially, they see that real element in it. And how have you been able to identify a good opportunity to jump into this business? Because a lot of people are afraid. And in our business, there is that consultation fee of 149, which is 30 days refundable. And somebody's just like, how can I pay 149 without me knowing the business? And this is where it's a consultation. And you're like, do you even understand what a consultation is? But for your case, how did you get to jump on it without even, saying, okay, because we all know everybody who is in this business, your first step was that consultation fee before you even think of starting. How have you been able to identify that?
Dorothy, exactly. That is a cute question. That is a good question. When I started this business, do you know, I didn't jump to this business in a single day.
Mhm.
I came to US 2020. Then, after 2 years, after 1 year, I moved to Texas. I came to Florida, then I moved to Texas. Then, after 1 year, I saw one of my friend. She's doing something digital business. I was curious. I'm seeing her Facebook pages, and I was curious. So I asked her, "Hey, what is this business? What you doing?" So she said, "Yeah, Preeja, it's a digital business. You can pay this $149." I honestly, I didn't pay. I didn't watch even webinar. I didn't watch. Okay, I can do overtimes. So I
Mhm.
only pay $149. So I didn't pay $149. After 1 year, I saw she quit the job and I multiply my overtimes. You know the difference between me and her. Then
Mhm.
I was curious. I was serious about this business. If somebody came to US with the same background, the same story, we are both are RNs, and she quit the job in 1 year, and I'm still doing. So I know she don't have any other income source or she don't have any assets in America. She's just like a employee if she working as an RN. So if she quit the job, there is something. Otherwise, we couldn't able to quit her RN job. So that's why I was thinking about this business. Then I reach out somebody, hey, I want to know about this business. And I pay, at that time, I pay $149 because I know I want to be go forward. I need to take some step from my side. So
Mhm.
just like Dorothy, you asked, we a lot of inquiries. Why we need pay $149? It's a cute
Mhm.
question. It's like, hey, we are getting 10 inquiries, 15 inquiries every day. What are you doing? If you are telling everybody what we are doing, oh my God, after 2 months we stop our business and we go home. Am I right? So
Right.
that is a thing. Okay, if you're genuinely interested, we are getting lot of inquiries. They actually don't need a business. So who need this business? Of course, they will pay $149.
Right.
After $149, we have 30 days money back guarantee. Yesterday, some of the person pay $149. After 2 hours, he sent a big notice. Oh, blah 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 blah. I couldn't able to do this. I said, I don't need this much explanation. You just
Right.
said you don't need it. I will refund it. I don't have time to read all this stuff. I don't have time. So that is the thing. You can watch. If you don't like it, you can refund it. So that is a faith. If I think Jesus takes some steps for me, so okay, Bridget, take this step, then you can go forward. So that's why, okay, I take that $149 and somebody is saying, and we can see there is lot of stories in front, and they are coming to live, coming with their face, with their profession. Okay, I'm doing this, and I'm an RN, I'm a doctor, I am a cyber security advisor. So they are coming in front and saying, okay, we have an opportunity. If you want, pay $149. If you don't want, you can refundable, and you can go and check their personal profile. They can check your Facebook page. You can see not only the post for the last 3 days, they can see the post for last 3 years.
Right.
Person is not a scammer. If they are a scammer, they don't have faces. They will not come live in front of you. They will not talk to you like us. So why we are talking like this, and why we are saying if you don't like, you can refund, because we know what we are providing. So that give me a confidence. Okay, if somebody saying, okay, if you don't like, you can refund. So that means that person know what they are providing. So that's why I pay $149, and I saw that opportunity that actually opened my eyes, and I think, oh my God, Preeja, what are you doing all these years? Why are you sitting here? There is opportunities knocking in your door. Just grab it. So that is a point. Somebody is telling, okay, if you don't like, you can refund it. Is that means that person has that confidence. Who is telling to you, okay, if you don't like, you can refund. That person know what you are offering. So that was the thing. I pay $149 and I still believe that maybe God's decision. Always Jesus put something special for us. Whenever we pray, He will give something very special. So I always believe this opportunity He opened for me. So that is how. If the person is offering and telling you can refund, of course, this is genuine thing. Otherwise, they will not come in front of life. And when we see the opportunity, you can search. You can search everywhere for 30 days. And if you are realizing, okay, this is an opportunity, you can grab it. Otherwise, you can go back to your normal life. Nobody will hold you. Nobody will tell you, okay, why are you refunding $149? No, you don't need to be refunded. Nobody will ask you. It's your decision. You want to change
Wow.
it or not.
Wow, that's wonderful. I like that statement. It's okay. Go back to your normal life. I
Yeah,
remembered what you told us earlier that, oh, they told me I was just looking for 1 year after her quitting. I'm like, let me go on this. So,
yeah, that is the thing. You can go back to your normal life. If you want a change, you can grab the opportunity if somebody is opening in front of you.
wow, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing for that. So, David, do you want to say something on it?
Well, yeah. Thanks, Preeja. Yeah, I say for you, um, I think it was easy, to be honest, from what you just explained.
Yeah.
You had somebody close to you
Yes.
that you saw transform their lives. You were in the same profession, and they were able to quit their job right in your face. Honestly speaking, the
Mhm.
people that are in healthcare and RNs especially, they're making good money. I've had friends that have been doing so well. I mean, based on where they work. But clearly, I've seen people here in California earning over and above $100 an hour. Okay. And as RNs. Okay. So I know that it fluctuates, of course. But I mean, based on where you are. But again, I'm like, yeah, that is a good pay. That is a good pay. And then when you bring in all these essential workers, remember during COVID, that was something. There was more to make. Then after COVID or pre-COVID, with that kind of income, with the overtime, because they're called always, they're on call for something, even in their free times, they'll go and put in some extra hours, already killing it. Okay. So when you see somebody that's doing well and then they leave the work and they're like, what are you going to? Why you're leaving this job for what? So what are you getting? What are you involved in that is really getting you off of this job? There must be something there. So for you, again, I say, I think it was an easy one, you know?
David, don't say easy. Before I started, somebody told me that is also one of my friend. I mean, I know her for years.
Right.
He's asked me, "Hey, preacher, do you start the business? Don't do that. You will not get any money from that." So I asked, "Why you say that?" So she said, "Okay, I started the business 2 years before. I didn't earn anything." So I asked, "Okay, so what you do?" "I didn't do anything." So then, no, I started the business, but I didn't do anything.
Wow.
This is a business. This
Right.
is not okay. I started the business and sitting. If you didn't earning anything, if you have a shop and if you are not opening that, you complaining, okay, that is that shops that will not work because you didn't open that.
Right.
So we will always get the uh,
Opinions
different
and
opinions from different people. So
right.
just we need to be think about what they are doing when they are doing the business. This is a business just like any other business. It is a traditional business. We're doing an online business means our shop is in the online space. So we needs to be open and we needs to be work on that online space. Am I right? So we
Right.
will get, if we have friends, we will get different opinion. Everybody has different opinions. So just ask that person. If anybody is watching us, if somebody is saying, okay, this business will not work for that, if this person will not work for this, ask them what they do.
Right.
What they do with this business. This is business opportunity giving to everybody. Our training is training is for anybody who has a small technical knowledge. They can learn this training. So, but we needs to be open your shop. We needs to be uh, to do your business. That
So
is
I
it.
think,
if
yeah,
if some people are thinking about, okay, if this business opportunity, if I grab, if this business opportunity work or will not work, you first we needs to be grab the opportunity, then only you can know what is inside. Then if you came to inside any other business, work for it. This business will work for anybody who was ready to take action.
I'd say, oh,
yes, thank
so
you. Dorothy, you're saying something?
yeah, I was just saying something there. Is it that the person just invest like
Start the business, didn't do anything,
not,
nothing.
wow, 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 good luck for him or her.
All right.
That's,
Yes. Preeja, I think,
that's
yes,
another one. Wow.
why I said that I think for you it was an easy one. I was coming from the whole angle of the skepticism that people
I
have.
think it's all
See how
about
you
mindset.
yes, see how you said that you had some people in your ears that were telling you, don't start this business, you're going to lose money, or this thing is not going to work. So because people are skeptical, I think that's the angle I was coming from. That well, it, for you it was an easy one, or you found it a little easier because your skepticism was taken care of by what I mean by the proof that you had based on somebody that you actually knew that you were doing the same. And then they wake up one morning and now say, hey, you know what? I think this is it for me. Now this is my new way of earning. But again, I realized that it's a lot more than that, because you do have to be in the right mindset. Okay, you just don't wake up and go and start a business and think it's going to work itself. It's a business, you work it. Again, from the person in your ear that was saying, no, you're going to lose money. You say, okay, so what makes you come to this kind of opinion? And they say, I started and it didn't work. You say, what did you do? Nothing. I just started a business. And, no, but it's a business, you work it. So you need to know what
Like
what it
actually,
takes.
David, that one I think it's like applying for a job. They give you the job, you don't bother even to report a job, but then you want to get paid.
To report to report for duty. But
Yeah.
anyway, again, I realized that one, being skeptical is one thing, but you could deal with that. But there
Yeah.
is the being in the right mindset. If you're going to do a business, it takes more than just starting and going through the legalities and putting money down. No, there's more to it. You're going to have to work the job. You're going to have to work the business so you can, make the crib. So I think for the entrepreneurs, for the people that come out and say, hey, you know what, I'm going to try something different. It's not about putting money down. I think that's why people are being scammed a lot, because they look for easy to do digital businesses. And by easy to do, I mean, I don't know much about this scooter thing that a lot of people use money. I'll say something about it. Um, I was told, because somebody was trying to get me to, invest money into it. And he told me, I asked, what do you guys do? And it was like, you press a button. You press a button every day, and then you're in, and you can earn that day. I'm like, how do I just press a button and make money?
They earn.
Um, um, I love to be objective and to listen, but then there are things that just didn't make sense based on the business background that I have, where you just press a button. Okay, I know with businesses there's a bit of marketing or promotion or sales. You have to work it. There's something you do. You can have automation. Okay, with our business, there's 80% automation and 20% you have to to be present for your business, okay? Because it requires the human element. But then if you tell me that in this business, the only human element there is for you to press a button or to click something, and then you make money. And this is not stocks. This is not, you understand, bonds, or you're buying bonds, or you're doing, there are things where we know we click things, but you still need to watch those graphs and see what's happening in the markets, and listen to the news and know that now Nvidia is doing this, Apple is doing that, Tesla is doing this. So things that can affect that graph and therefore the bottom line. Then you can click your money out, or you click your money back, or you buy here. It makes sense. You're doing something. You're present. You're with it. You understand? Or somebody's taking care of that for you. But then I was told you click a button. I was saying, this is so easy. This is so easy. And because it was so easy, I was like, yeah, you know what? This thing is too easy. I know you guys that keep scrolling on social media. There is this guy that says, I want problems only. No, this is not one of those situations where I want hard things only. But there should be an element of, you're working a business. So now, yeah, so I understand. It takes more than just, that, but you need to be in the right mindset, and you need to do what it takes to run the business. You're going to wear some hats that you don't want to. You have to be a bit of marketeer here, a bit of media guy here, a bit of, you know what I mean, communication. You have to talk to people. You're going to engage in many areas. So that's what I'm talking about. I want to throw something in here. Were there any moments, Preeja, when you felt like giving up, on this business? Of course, you're an RN, you've been doing this for 20 plus years. And then here you are, you see your friend doing a digital business, they're changing their lives, and, off they go. And of course, I'm not saying you need to be very tech savvy, no, but it's technology. You're going to be dealing with technology. It's digital business. Were there any moments when you felt like, man, you know what, I'm doing this thing, but I'm not cut out to do it. I jumped into it because I saw somebody doing it. Were there any kind of moments when you felt like giving up? And if so, then what motivated you to keep going?
But honest, David, I never had a single day like that. I started the business in 2024, January 1st, as a New Year resolution, with a lot of prayers, with a lot of prayers, and asking to Jesus, are you sure? I don't have any business experience. I never think in my mind about business. So are you sure? Is it for me? So whenever I always open the Bible, I will read the, what he's saying. I always like to be, he's saying, I believe whatever he want to say, he say with the Bible word. So I will always open whenever I say it is positive. Are you sure? I don't have any business experience. I don't have any technical knowledge. Whenever I open, always get a positive. So I said, okay. Then I started in January 1st. Then I started to earn in my third week. And I started to earn 5-figure from my 5th month. That means the fifth month I'm earning 5-figure every month. It was like I never ever think about why I am here. I just think about what I will do if I didn't find this. That is always I think, what will we do if I didn't find this opportunity? The last week it was our wedding anniversary. So my little one, she's 13. So she bring an anniversary card and she write like, Mama, I know you working on the business. So that's why we are enjoying a lot of vacations. The sun moments when we are satisfying. When I came to US, I came from India. So my kids are all doing a lot of sports activities. When I came to US, I realized for everything we need money. For this activity, we need money. This activity, we need money. So I really struggled first 2 years because of the COVID and also with the money, the both of that. Because I don't have money to spend for a lot of things, because I know what I will get on this. After 14 days, I will get this. After 14 days, I will get this. So we are running from paycheck to paycheck.
Mhm.
I live my life without checking my paycheck after starting this business. But of course, sometimes, after 1 month vacations, when we come back, it will be little difficult to come to again to the business mindset because we are in a holiday mood. But it is never think about this business is, but because of the holiday moods. So what I helps to I will read some books, some good books. I always have some books and some manifestations. I never know about what was manifestation. I never know that what is a mindset. I never had a vision board before. So all of these things help me to push every day. My vision board is over there. So whenever I sit and when I look, I can see my vision board. I know what is my vision, what I want to be achieved next month.
Right.
What's my vision? That helps me to push. And a lot of the books like the mindset when we I don't know about you, but I am from India. So from the childhood, we had we don't need too much money. Money is evil. We don't need too much money. So that is some mindset in our mind. Too much money is some evil. It is gay. I don't know. It
The
is
root of evil.
evil. Like so. No, money is not evil. Money is something. Money is some power. We can use this money for lot of purposes. When I was in India, we did lot of charity work. We connected with a lot of orphanages. When I came to US, by honestly, I don't have money to send to that orphanages because we are whenever people looking from outside, okay, they are living in US, they have a lot of money, but the truth is really not that. We are living for just paychecks to paychecks. We
Right.
don't have any extra monies. So that is some things. Okay, if I get money, I can do this. So how we can set the mindset? Our business is not giving the hope to us. This business is giving the hope to others too. you
Right.
know that kids are expecting, yeah, she will send the money so they can buy food, they can buy books. So that is a hope to lot of people. And whenever we bringing some, when we showing our opportunity to another person, what we are showing there is an opportunity. You can change your life if you take it seriously. I always very grateful to my mentor and coach. If she didn't give that confidence to me, maybe I will still be doing that overtimes. So if she changed my life, I can change the life of lot of people. But as David said, we need that mindset. How we can keep that mindset? We all humans. We all have up and downs. Some days will be good, some days will be bad. So how we will we keep? Whenever we started the business, they will recommended a book magic. I will never think about the power of gratitude before. Then I realized, we always think about, oh, this is bad happened to me, this is bad happened to on that day. But when we are looking for the good things happen to our life every day, whenever you practice, when you practice the gratitude in the first 10 days, it will be so difficult to find 10 good things happen in your life on that day. But after 10 days, whenever you close your eyes, you can see the only good things happen to your life. You will not think about the bad things. Oh, this was not good. This was not good. No. If you practice after 10 days, whenever you close, you will only see the good things happen to you. So that will change our life to our mindset. As David said, mindset is very, very, very important. If you think negatively, only you will attract negative things. If you think positive, we attract positive things. So how we can keep that mindset? Through reading, could find good channels you can watch, you can listen. And I'm a mom of three, and I have a lot of housework, even if it is my off days. So whenever I'm cooking, when I'm cleaning, when I go to gyms, I listen to that time. I'm utilizing the pocket of times to keep my mind. So if you're feeling down, if you're thinking about, oh my God, I never feel like that, but anybody, listen to me. If you're doing the business, or if you're planning the business, or if you're just living your life, think about the gratitude. What are the good things happening? And try to be focused on good things happening to you. When you focus on the good things come to you. Then that will help to overcome anything. And whenever you look for, if you are in a, if you have a bad day, think about why you are here, why you started this business. So that's why in your vision board, keep your why closed.
Yeah, that's very important.
What is your ambitions? Why you started this business? Why you came to? Why are you here? Put your why over here. Always try to be see that why. Then you know, okay, my why is stronger than my mindset. So you need to be change that mindset. So that will help you. That will help you. That is I will tell to my team. So you have to be keep your mindset. You just think about you can change a lot of people's life through this business opportunity. They will be grateful to you. They will be think about, okay, Dorothy given opportunity to me that changed my life. David opened an opportunity for me that changed my life. So that means that is the what we will be earning more than from this platform. When we start this business, of course we came to this business for money. But after sometimes our aim is different. Oh my God,
Sure.
how it is more happy than I get checks than my teams get checks. I will more happy when they get checks. That is the thing. When we are coming to money, money will come. Money will come to you. Change your mindset. Money will come to you. No worry about that.
Mm-hmm.
Way
Wow.
of thinking. That is a different.
Thank you so much, Preeja. That's such a profound, submission you've made. One on mindset. Um, you know, the lesson learned here is the lesson on faith. Okay, I've seen that for everything that you say or everything you've done in the past, you have that a strong foundation on faith. I was having a chat yesterday with somebody, and it was a chat on business and development. But I shared something. It, give me any person that you know that has made it, and I'll show you a person of great faith in whatever they believe in. Be them Christian, be them Muslim, Buddhist, Shintoist, or even for those that we call unbelievers. They do have something that um, they they hold tight to. They have a faith on something, and they draw from that faith even when they do their businesses. You know what I mean? So for some reason, if you don't have, because here the principle is faith, you must believe in what you're doing. If you don't believe that it's capable of taking you from where you were to another level, there's no way it can ever work.
Yeah.
The basic principle here is now faith in your God, faith in Christianity, faith in Buddha, faith in whatever it is, but that faith. If you don't have faith,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you're doing, it just won't work. Sometimes you might have little faith, and it will work just as much. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have faith that it will work, but you're not actively giving in what you have to. It will work, but as much as you're actually giving in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
faith without action is, if you have
yes,
food,
faith
you need
without
to do
action.
action.
Yes, there you go. You've
Yeah,
you've actually put it so nicely.
yeah.
Faith with the action. So if the action doesn't tally with the faith, then it's as much as I mean, you will go as far as. Then you mentioned something about gratitude. Um, gratitude. There's a book that I would like to throw out there. It's called The Magic.
Yeah, the
The
magic.
Magic is by Rhonda Byrne. Rhonda Byrne, I think, well, these guys, Rhonda Byrne, and I don't know whether it was just Rhonda Byrne, they're responsible for another book called The Secret.
The secret.
Mm.
So the same person that wrote The Secret, if you can find that book and read it, they wrote another book on gratitude
Yeah, this is
called,
how it looks like.
yes,
This
The
is how
Magic.
this looks like.
Ah, there you go. You guys
Yeah,
have it.
it's the
Now,
magic
I'm
and
I'm a, I'm
the
such a
separate.
person of
So these are
oh,
the two books David is talking about. You can have a look and then go
um,
get
for
them.
me
You never
for
be the
me
same.
my way of For me, my way of doing things is Audible. I do Audible. So I have all those books in my in some kind of Amazon Audible. So I've listened to them over and over again. But one of those books I'm talking about, The Magic is a book on gratitude. It's interesting that you actually both have it. Well, that's really nice. Yeah, so it means whoever is watching us, I'm not just picking these things from the sky. These are books that people are reading, and there's a reason why they're reading these books. So look for that book. I'm not trying to market somebody else's book, but I'm telling you, I'm telling you, there is something about gratitude, and there's something about this book. So look
Yeah.
for it. You can also look for The Secret. Okay, these books might change the way you look at things if you're such a skeptic. Uh, so yeah, thank you so much, Pranja, for bringing these out. A lesson or something on gratitude and the mindset, because that's key to hold your ground on things that you start. Okay, whichever way they go, things that you start. 'Cause my question was, were there any moments when you felt like giving up? Of course, we are human. The things might, not go your way, but there's a lot to be grateful for when you look at where you started and where you are. I mean, you can't be in the same place. You've done something, however little. Be grateful and then keep pushing. A lesson in gratitude and your mindset. That's key. Thank you so much, Dorothy. If you don't have anything to add on, or if you do have any comments, please. Otherwise, let's see if you do have anything to ask.
All right. Okay. Thank you so much, David, and thank you so much, Coach, for that submission. Actually, when you're submitting, you spoke about um, we all come or we all start business for money. And that's the reality. That is the first reality to everybody. Because I remember when I was starting my business, I was just looking for $50 a day, an extra $50 a day. That's what I was looking for. That means in the first place it was money, but this business actually, or on my journey, it taught me that you need to think beyond money to have, on my journey while starting the business, from $50 a day to five figures consistently, to an extent of quitting the jobs I had. This is where, you go study for your 3-4 years, and now it's now changing your mindset that in life, to be successful, you need to think beyond money. So that was very, very, very important, because it is one of the lessons. And when I started to I went back and started to evaluate myself since I started the business until to date. I realized that there's a lot of things changed in me, like the personal growth, whereby now I no longer talk about you can make $1,900 a day, 1,900. I stopped. I feel like there is now something beyond money, whereby money is going to come automatically. Because I remember when I started to see blessings in my business. I remember my first five figure. I'm like, I saw a lot of people making 70,000 a month, 60,000. I'm like, what is this real? There is that thing I had whereby I'm like, okay, I can now make 10,000. Okay, I received this money like any other person. I was skeptical. And then I'm like, okay, I want to see if I make 20,000 or 40,000 a month, is this money going to come on my account? Right? So I had something pushing me at the end of the day. And I realized that once I started to make money and I started to have these assets, my mind started to change. I was now no longer looking how much I want to earn. I started to look how I can multiply to get more assets. So there is something I'm chasing, which is not even now money. So that means your mind, you will end up when it is like transforming, whereby now look, a nurse of 22 years, the way now the mind is starting to transform, right? It's really amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. So, have you ever encountered, you've been in the nursing field, health industry, in health, I've ever been there. I was a nurse back home. So I know what it means by health. Well, it's very demanding and stressful at the same time. But then this is where you're from completely a different industry. And now you're coming into, the technical and online and business owning. So, have you ever encountered any technical challenges or obstacles in the development or maintenance of your online platform? And how have you like overcome if there is any technical challenge? Because some people are even afraid to start up their own business because they are afraid, maybe they're not tech savvy, they feel like it's too late for them to start, right? So the floor is yours.
Uh, Dorothy, as we discussed before, we have a training site that anybody can follow. That, like any kid from 8th standard, I would say, they can follow that training site. It is with small video trainings. If you want to watch 2 times, you can watch. If you want to watch 3 times, you can watch. And also, we are not by hearting anything. What they are saying, click here, okay, we are clicking. Click there,
Mhm.
okay, we are clicking. We are setting a business like that, just like a fun game. By honestly, I set up my sales funnel within the first setup in 24 hours. The first day when I opened, I was so curious, and also I was so excited. I think I never did such things in before. I never heard about DNS settings, but I can do it. So that means it feels a confidence to me. Okay, I never did that, but this platform is helping to do something which, okay, I can go through. Even if they are saying, okay, click here, click there, okay, I'm clicking here and there, but I'm doing something. So I feel so proud about myself.
Yeah.
Then, and another thing, this business we are not building ourselves. We have a mentor, we have a coach. That means we are not a mentor support for 5 months. We are not a mentor support for 6 months. We have that relationship lifelong. If you go and look any platforms, if you have a mentorship program, if you hire, if you purchased, maybe it will be for 6 months, maybe it will be for 1 year.
Yeah.
But we are providing that for lifelong. Whenever you think, okay, I am free, I can do alone everything. You have that mentor support, you have that coach support. And also, these mentors and coaches go through the same process. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, they already go through the process. So they are more easy to help you. Okay, don't do this, do like this, because they already go through this process. So that is why we have a community support. If you have, I will not tell everybody is technical persons, especially in our community. Maybe David is a cyber security advisor, maybe he knows something about the technical things. I don't know anything about the technical things, but this platform is built for the normal people who have no previous business experience. This is built for the people who have no technical knowledge. So if you are thinking about, I am so scared, I don't have any technical knowledge, you are the correct person, because you don't know anything too much, so you will do exactly what they are saying. If you know a little bit more, maybe that will be complicate you. If you don't know anything like me, it will be very easy, because whatever they say, you are saying. And also, if you have any questions, you have mentor, you have community support, you have coach. So that means we have support all the time. So that's why you will not face any problems. And also, we know I always face some technical problems, like when you're marketing, when you're advertising, where there is some, always have clicks, oh, why it's not working, why it's not working. So that is why we have mentor, we have coach, we have experienced hands, and we have a lot of trainings. And also, our training site is not like they started 9 years before, it is still, no, they are upgrading every time. So whenever we have a new, the Facebook is entirely different. The 2 years before and now the Facebook is different. They're changing the strategies. So our training site is also changing, and they are saying the what is a new strategy, what we need to do. Before we don't have Instagrams. We are starting the Instagram trainings because why? Instagram is more popular. So whatever new things are coming, we have that training. And also, you are not alone in this journey. You have people to support you. You have experienced people to support you. So that is the thing. If you are not a technical savvy, it's not an issue. Come and check it our community. There is a lot of old people. They are 60s, 70s. They're cracking the business. They have become business coaches. They are claiming the, achieving the achievements every day. If they can do it, everybody can do it. It is not you don't need to be any technical savvy for this business, by honest.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you so much. I really appreciate. I don't think I'm gonna dilute anything there. So let me just go back to David, and thank you so much for sharing that. So we always actually even talk about this, that in our business you don't need to be with experience. So if experience is an excuse for you to start your own business, don't. Okay, give us another excuse maybe, but now you being a tech savvy, you having experience, it's no longer an excuse now. We have been talking about this for almost now 2 years. I think we started around, was it 2024, David, when we started these lives? Everybody is talking about no experience, no experience. It means experience is no longer an excuse. Let's talk to other excuses, right? Thank you so much. And back to you, David.
Uh, Thank you so much, Dorothy. And thank you, Preeja, for that elaborate submission. Here is the takeaway.
Mhm.
We are all smart and intelligent in
Yeah.
so many different ways. But what I've learned, for us to be able to pull up or to move fast in life or to learn new skills,
Mhm.
is to assume that we know nothing in whatever it is they're teaching you. Even if you think you know something, go in like a dummy. When I started in technology, in IT, I did my degree in information technology. I started out helping people with technologies, building servers, building networks. It was about networking and systems. Then eventually I went into information security. It was much later when we started focusing on security, because now, after interconnecting things and everybody's on the internet, now we started looking at securing networks, securing individuals, infrastructures, and things of the nature. So I went into information security. But I want to tell you something about the times where we started. The best books I ever read in technology and the books that made me in technology were dummies. Dummies. A dummy. Um, Let me see if I could pull up something, because right now I'm interested in because right now we're talking about AI. Why I bring this out is I want you guys that are watching us tonight to learn something. Right now, everybody's talking about AI, and people are worried that AI is going to take over their jobs. AI is not going to take over your job necessarily. Yes, people are going to lose jobs because of actual artificial intelligence in areas that require mechanization. I think you get me. Robotics, things are going to come that are going to do actual tasks that human beings are doing. Okay, but in so many businesses, the human element is still going to be required. But then what is going to happen is that the people that have an extra skill in their bag, say the people that can work with artificial intelligence, AI, those people are going to replace you if you don't have that skill. I mean, from where we come from, I come from Africa, Uganda. We have our local languages. I wasn't born speaking English. No, I have my mother tongue. Okay. But I went to school and the language was English. So I had to learn how to speak the language that other people in the world or elsewhere understand, so I can communicate. So in my bag of things I learned, there's that language that I've leveraged to be able to survive in another environment. Okay? That is the difference between the person who has that language, English, and the person who hasn't learned it. but they're good in what they do as well, wherever they are. So here is what I'm saying, that you are going to look at things like artificial intelligence, AI, as a tool that you need in your bag, that you will leverage on your job. And that's probably one of the skills that you will need to stay on that job. So the people that are saying AI is going to take over things, in some ways, but in so many other ways, not necessarily. It's the people that have AI skills that are going to replace you if you don't move forward. I mean, if you don't, upgrade or add the skill. Now, here's my point. When we talk about digital business, when we talk about this business, Preeja just said there is very easy training, very basic, small videos. Okay. Now, when you come in and say, I know more, I know about this technology, I know, for instance, everybody knows about Facebook. You know how to log into your Facebook, you know how to go to the Facebook market, you know how to post something, delete pictures, edit them, and do all sorts of things. So you know Facebook, yeah? And you think you know a lot until somebody brings you the Meta Business Suite. That's also Facebook, but it's for a totally different, use. It's for business. And it requires that you get to learn it because it has so many facets. But now, I'm saying, if you're going into that area, go in with the assumption that you know nothing, so you can learn something. I was talking about the dummies in networking that I learned, the best books. But yet, the book I read was actually called Networking for Dummies. Besides the networking I did in school, I had to buy a particular book for dummies so I could understand it like a layman, like a baby. Like a grade 8, what do you call it? Grade 5 student, I read a dummy. That thing splits the atom, if I may put it that way. So now we have artificial intelligence, and it's a bit complicated for people that don't know much about technologies. Look for a book, a dummy, DUMMIES, dummies. They're called dummies. So look for artificial intelligence for dummies so that you learn. Now, I don't want to call our training for dummies, but I'm going to call it a training for dummies. Meaning, if you don't know anything about business, this training is going to give it to you in the simplest forms so that you can do it for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And whether you're smart, and I mean, you pick things quick, it doesn't matter. It has been simplified for the smart ones and for those that think they know nothing, so that everybody can be at some level of doing business. And that's what Preeja was talking about. I just wanted to use so many words to put it out there, so you know that you don't necessarily have to have a college degree to be able to do these things. Even with your college degree, you still need that job. Even with your training in business, you've done your bachelor's in business administration, or you have a master's in business administration, and you've been a business administrator in a huge company, and you think that you want to start a digital business, and these guys have very simple training. Don't take it for what it is, a simple training. Put yourself in that place that you know nothing. Trust me, at the end of that simple training you're talking about, you'll be running a business. So that's what Preeja is saying, and thank you, Preeja, for pointing that out. In the way you chose to. I know we have stretched you and we've run really out of time, but I would like you to leave our people with anything you can share, valuable lessons, insights that you've gained from your experience as a digital entrepreneur or digital business. And that should be good enough to wind this show. Thank you.
Thank you, David. Of course, as David said, we need a faith. First, where you need a faith, you should need a faith on yourself. Sometimes our family will not believe you. They will not tell, okay, you couldn't be able to do that. You are not good enough for that, because they never know what is your capability. Sometimes, even if we don't know what is our capability, so only after we are exploring something, when you are realizing, okay, I can do this, I can do that, then only you can know, I can do this. So believe in yourself. And if you have a strong why, if you need a change in your life, what you're living today, you need to be travel in different ways. If you are traveling in the same way, you will be living the same life. If you need a change in your life, you need to be ready to travel different ways. We always likes to be sit in the comfort zone. Who don't like the comfort zone? But comfort zone will not give growth to you. If you want to grow, you need to be break your comfort zone. Come out from the comfort zone. Then when you come out to this platform, when you see this opportunity, when you see this community, you can realize this is my comfort zone next. But the first you need to be break your comfort zone, come out from your comfort zone. And if you have to a change in your life, you have to be walking the different pathway.
Mhm.
Take some bold actions. Believe in yourself. Believe you can do something more than you believe. So if you didn't believe, nobody will believe you. So if you're thinking about you need a change, you have to take action. Nobody will take action for you. The only one can change your life is you. So ready to change your life? Take some actions.
Thank you, Bridget, for your submission. You heard it. You heard it from her. Nothing changes unless you take action. And you're always, and they say you're always a decision away from changing your life. It's just a decision, just a decision away. You decide, it happens. You don't decide, and there's also this whether you've decided or not, you're actually making a decision. You know what I mean? So it's yeah, whether you've decided to change your life or not,
Both
you're
decisions,
actually deciding.
but
So
will
whichever
come
way
out
you're
with
deciding,
different action, with different results.
yeah, so whichever way you're deciding, so you better be deciding on something that will put you on the side of angels, and that's what she's saying. And with those words, thank you so much, Praja, for joining us tonight. Thank you from wherever you're watching us. Join us again next week, same time, 2 p.m. PST, 5 p.m. Eastern
Maybe
Time, and 10
because I
p.m.
would like to say something small.
GMT. Okay, Dorothy.
All right, so I think today's actually sure it has. If you really learned something, you can put it in the comment section and tell us. This is showing that if government jobs aren't safe, what makes you think your private job is? Your paycheck isn't your security. You get the point? Your purpose is. So at the end of the day, your job is not security. Your skills, your mindset, your ability to create income online, because at the end of the day, this is the only way you can go global. That's your real security. I think it's an eye opener for us. We can see as we speak. For those who are working actually in Amazon, was it October last month, 28th? If you don't know, get to know, Google about it. Amazon announced they are going to lay off 14,000 employees. 14,000. And as far as I know, actually around 1,000 and 1,450. They're in my state, California. So this shows you, and the reason for that announcement, why they are laying off people, it's because these cuts are part of a broader effort to streamline and reorganize, especially as Amazon accelerators investment in artificial intelligence. So what does that tell you? This takes us back what David was actually submitting earlier, that the AI is not going to take the jobs. Laying you off, it doesn't mean it's the end of the world. Try to leverage on these technologies so that at the end of the day, they will look for you. But make sure you're among those people, because at the end of the day, time doesn't, wait for you. Time is not going to wait for you. Before you know it, everything is gone. I think that is it for me. And thank you so much, David. Back to you.
All right. Thank you, Dorothy. And with those words, I would like to say join us again next week, 2 p.m. PST, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, and 10 p.m. GMT. And for our guest tonight, Preeja, thank you for coming. We'll be glad to host you again next time. And have a wonderful week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Join us every Sunday for an episode of the Digital Business Forum
at 2 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. MST, 5 p.m. EST, and 10 p.m. GMT.
This forum will feature successful, experienced digital business owners with inspiring information to help you make that informed decision about starting your own digital business. By starting your own online business, you will have more free time to take control of your life, create generational wealth, retire early, and make money from anywhere in the world with just your laptop, phone, and internet. If this resonates with you, don't miss this Sunday.